So the fact is, our hands, and especially our thumbs, we're simply not made to be using an electronic device all day long. Evolutionarily speaking, our thumb was important in dexterity of motion, but also as a stabilizer and a strengthener of our grip. It simply wasn't meant for these fast and tiny motions that we're using all the time when we're on our electronic devices texting and typing. It can be a real pain in the thumb. You might be wondering, what is the cause of this nagging thumb pain that you're getting? So it's actually inflammation of the tendon sheaths of two very important thumb muscles. So we have the extensor pollicis brevis tendon here, which extends the thumb, right there, extending the thumb. And then you have the abductor pollicis longus here, which abducts the thumb, just like that. And you might notice, when you're on your phone and you're scrolling, guess which muscles you're using the most? When you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, swiping, 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 typing, typing, typing. So now you know what's involved in all of those little motions and why these tendons are so important. But now I know that you're thinking to yourself, okay, so it's inflammation in these two important tendons. What's causing the inflammation, doc? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because the answer to that is actually pretty simple. The cause of the inflammation of these important tendon sheaths is actually the buildup of adhesion in another tissue right here that they have to pass right under, called the extensor retinaculum. And the extensor retinaculum lives right there, okay? What's causing that inflammation of the extensor retinaculum? It's actually as simple as adhesion, the sticky glue stuff. The adhesion is building up in the extensor retinaculum, which is then causing compression of those two tendon sheaths as they're trying to move underneath the extensor retinaculum when you're doing all of that texting and typing and swiping and all that stuff. I want you to think of it this way. If you're wearing shoes that are too tight and it's rubbing in all of the wrong places, what happens? Well, we develop an inflamed fluid-filled blister, which our body creates in order to form a cushion. The exact same thing is happening when we have all of this adhesion in the extensor retinaculum, compressing the tendon sheaths, causing this inflammation. All of that rubbing and inflammation causes the tendon sheaths to fill with more fluid, and then it becomes even more compressive, and then we build even more adhesion, sometimes out into the muscle bodies themselves. You can take as much Advil or Tylenol, or even wear a brace until the cows come home. But until you get the adhesion removed, well, your thumb pain's not going anywhere anytime soon. The good news is that we are New Jersey's only clinic certified to find and fix adhesion. And I am the nation's only upper extremity specific adhesion removal specialist. So you have a problem and I have the solution. Call the office today and they'll schedule you a consultation with me, and you'll be on your way to being thumb pain free for good.